Hello everybody. Merhaba herkes. Hoş geldiniz. Welcome. This is a special recording for, a special book so-called İyilik İçin Digital, Digital For Good. So today I am in between my best friend Chris Skinner and my other best friend Koray Bahar. And today we would like to share our excitement with you because one of the book that I am talking is the Digital for Good is so different than all others. Just before this, talk, let me start with a short introduction of Chris Skinner. Chris is very well known, one of the most influent people in the technology, especially the FinTech technology area. He is an independent commentator on the financial services market and FinTech, and he is such a content creator with his articles, blogs, and videos. He has a financer.com blog pages. I highly recommend you to follow those pages. And you cannot imagine how creative and productive person is Chris. He has written 17 books. Today we are going to talk about the 17th book of his production. So let me keep this introduction short and let me switch to my friend Koray. Koray, welcome to his recording and please share us with your, talks because you are one of the supporters of this book. So this book is İyilik İçin Digital, but your support is also very special because you are going to supporting this book.
That's right. Thank you, Soner. It's a really big pleasure for us to support one of the Chris book because, as you mentioned, we are in the ecosystem almost a decade, and till today we feed ourselves a lot with the Chris books, reports, documents, everything. So it's a really big pleasure for me and also the Figopara team to be part of this new books, the Turkish version. So because of that, I just would like to thank the first Chris and the FinTech Istanbul team. Yeah.
Thanks a lot. Koray, I have a privilege to, make his prints in Turkish, especially the first one was Digital Bank in 2014. And afterwards, we made Turkish again Value Web, which is 2016. So, we had such cooperations before with Chris, and this is going to be the third cooperation thanks to Figopara and yourself. And this book is going to be the third Chris Skinner book in Turkish. But as you remember, I told that he is a writer with, 17th book. So you might be curious about what others are about. So Digital Bank, Value Web, Doing Digital, Digital Human, Digital For Good, all digital books. But where are the other 12 books? So, Chris, please, would you like to share with us where are the other 12?
Well, teşekkür ederim sana and Koray, and thank you so much for your support of this book, which it actually came together at the end of 2021, with the idea that basically a lot of people were talking about how financial services and technology could make the world a better place. And a lot of people focused on what I would call stakeholder capitalism, which is return to community and shareholder, not just to shareholder, and community being employees, customers, and the wider environment and society. That's a theme that's obviously been building a lot over the years. And unlike my other books, this one isn't really written by me, it's written by a lot of people. I included people across the world, from Extinction Rebellion, who some people would say are, a problem, I think they might be a solution, through to people like Theo Low, who are a venture capitalist in Silicon Valley investing in the next generation of financial services. And within that, people like Ant Group in China, who are creating new ways of doing business, through to people who are making the world better, like the guys like Guga Stocker, who's a major player in technology in Brazil. So it's in the round view. And Sona, you and I go back years, so you know my previous books. This one is a little bit different.
Exactly. I mean, I know your books for children. I know your books for fintech. This is exactly different than others and very, I mean, how to say, uh, sensitive for the planet, sensitive for the human beings. So I do understand and appreciate your efforts. So I made a presentation, introduction pages for this book. So in order to make such introduction pages, I had to go through all these books and the comments. So I totally believe in that. You made, I mean, a totally different book than others. And that's why I highly recommend all the readers, all the curious people in the fintech area in Turkey to follow this book, either in Turkish or in English. But this is the time that we are going to understand fintech is not only for investors, fintech is not only for entrepreneurs, fintech is also important for, I mean, our future sustainability and planet climate. So this is such a, I mean, kind reminder for us that whatever we are talking in our daily life is important, but there are more important items in our agenda. So that's why I appreciate your effort and thank you very much for your, I mean, kind reminder for us. So Koray, maybe you didn't know that Chris also, I mean, has a series of book so-called Captain Cake. So on top of these children books, his serious fintech books also has, I mean, very important and big audience followers. So I totally believe in that. The Chris Skinner followers in Turkey will be very much happy to meet with the new book. And Figopara is going to be, I mean, very important player in this ecosystem in terms of digital for good. What would you like to add, Koray, I mean, for this introduction as well?
Actually, the Digital For Good, one of the I think the comments Chris made about the book is this book is not only related with the green. So ESG is the whole idea behind, I think, the book. And as the business we are doing, we are really focusing more and more the real economy. So if the financing ecosystem is able to fund the proper projects, proper businesses, which are not hurting the planet, is really important. I think the financial technology companies are has that ability and the tools and the data which we are able to help the money flow to the proper businesses. So because of that, I think this book is really, really important for the ecosystem to understand how we are able to make some big impact for the planet.
Thanks a lot, Koray. Chris, in my notes, I see my notes that every 2 years you have a new book. So this is the fifth consecutive 2 years that you're producing your book. So I assume that 2 years afterwards, which is year 2024, you are going to introduce your new book. So what would be beyond this book? So do you have something in your mind? Can you give us some spoiler for the future?
Yeah. So the theme of my next book is digital money, the future of how we pay. And it's basically, is it centralized finance, CeFi, decentralized finance, DeFi, or hybrid finance, which is hi-fi? And I'm voting for hi-fi, which is a model which combines centralized and decentralized, because we've seen the collapse of lots of cryptocurrencies in 2022 and the issues around the exchanges that trade those currencies. It needs regulation, which is centralized, but it also, the people who want to use those currencies want it to be decentralized and global and not controlled by a central bank. So how will that work? My next book will answer that question.
Good. I mean, I'm excited from now. So it seems that hi-fi is not the hi-fi that we know, which is not high fidelity. It's going to be
high five.
High five. Okay. So let's keep it short, and thank you very much for your time. I'm so excited to introduce this book. Thanks to your participation, thanks to your, efforts. Koray, thank you for your support for Turkish version. Chris, thank you very much. I am totally, quite happy that I met last year in London with Chris, and coincidentally learned that he is going to produce his new book, Digital For Good. So today I am the most happy person on the planet to make this, achievement happen. So all in all, I would like to thank you too, and don't want to give more spoiler for our readers. I encourage everybody to go through the İyilik İçin Digital, Digital For Good, and all the good comments, it should go to Chris. All the feedbacks, negative comments, or distractions should go to me if I miss something while doing this bridge. So thank you very much for your participation. Is there any closing comments? Yes?
My only closing would be, going back to Captain Cake, keep going sweetly where no sweet has been before.
Bravo. By the way, just
it.
before closing, may I also ask Chris if you show us your entire shirt, because I am curious what is right on your FinTech Insider. Bravo. So next time we are going to see Hi-Fi Insider, maybe, huh?
Yeah, I've got FinTech inside, as you know, so that's the key.
Okay.
I can't wait to come back to Istanbul and meet you guys again. And thank you so much for supporting me.
We look forward to see you in Istanbul and make a live event to introduce you and your new ideas to our followers and audience. So, Koray Bey, closing remarks.
Thank you. Yeah, as I said, it's a big pleasure to be a part of this project, and I really hope to see Chris soon in Istanbul in a live event.
We'll make
so
it
have
happen.
a great day. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Live long and prosper.